Harinam Sankirtan ki, Transcendental Book Distribution ki, Transcendental Prasadam Distribution ki, Gaur Premanandi. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to Sri Guru, Sri Gauranga, and Srila Prabhupada. Everybody should sit for in the string of prayers. Please, everybody have a seat. Back away, give Maharaj some breathing room. Whoever doesn't, his personal attendants have to be there, but everybody else, Maharaj can stay. We're doing the string of prayers. We're just waiting. Softly. Very good. Get a nice asana for His grace. Nobody sounds nicer than the president.
Devotees, please, can you all go back so we have more space here? Devotees, please, can you go back? Lot of room in the behind. Matajis, please, can you go back? Make some space here. And please, everybody have mask. Put on the mask. Hare Krishna, please, everybody wear the mask. All of you, can you go back, please? Prabhujis, can you go back? Lot of room. Lot of room. He needs lot of space here. Please. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. There's lot of space back. Lot of space. Please, please, please.
Namaste Narasringaya. Pralada Lada Dayane Pralada Lada Dayane Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha Shiladankana Kalaye Shiladankana Kalaye Unishringa Parato Nishringo Nishringa Parato Nishringa Yato Yato Yamita To Nishringa Yato Yato Yamita To Nishringa Nishringo Pidaye Nishringo Here Nishringo, Ridae Nishringo. Nara Shringa Matim Charanam Prapade. Nara Shringa Matim Charanam Prapade. Avakara Kamala Vare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipo Anubringam Keshavadrita Nadahari Rupa Jai Jagati Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Keshavat Jayan Nishringate, Jayan Nishringate, Nishringate, Jayan Nishringate. Jaya Pralada Nanda Jaya Nishringate, Lada Nanda Jaya Nishringate. Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radha Nitai Kaur Haribo 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 Kaur Haribo Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanandi.
We need everybody to just back up and leave some space. Please, everybody sit down. You can just make a nice little arena, amphitheater. Just back up. Just keep backing up. Yad yada charati shrestas. Back up. Back. Back up because we have to have people come up here. So we need you to back up a little more. Back up a little more. The same thing. Just back up. Everybody sit down. No, everybody has to sit. Everybody has to sit. Betty, everybody have a seat. Sit. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Everybody has to sit. That's pretty good. Only a few more left. Please sit. Please have a seat. And leave some space. If everyone would like to welcome Jayapataka Maharaj, everybody could please give a nice Hari. We'd like to thank Maharaj for taking the time out of his busy trip. Okay. Sit. Everybody sit. Who's yelling? They tell Gora not to yell. Why is that? Shh. Just okay.
What you want to do? You want to exhibit it?
after the class, one prasadam with all of you.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. We just wanted to show Maharaj the cake. And we're going to have a cake cutting ceremony after the class.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah, Maharaj said it's okay. Hari Bol. Just say it. This cake says, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami, welcome to ISKCON, New York City. Okay, so now, don't worry, we'll take it. Okay, so where do you want it? And Maharaj is going to give the class. The microphone is set up. Everything is set up. Take the whole table. Make a row, make a clear space. Thank you, thank you. Sure, here you go.
Hare Krishna, Shri Shri Radha Govinda ji ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaunitai ki, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Binda ki, His Holiness Guru Maharaj ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. So now what we want to do first is that there is a grain ceremony. We want to call Ashish Kripalu Prabhu and his wife and mother with the baby to come immediately, and Guru Maharaj is bless the baby. Can you please come forward? Hari Bol, where are Ashish Kripalu Prabhu? Please, in front. Where is the plate? Okay. Guru Maharaj touch korbe, blessing korbe Guru Maharaj. Ekjon thakun? Okay. Annaprashan Guru Maharaj. She'll be 5 months tomorrow. Ashish Kripalu Das, Shrikni Nidhi Devi Dasi, আর উনার মেয়ে হচ্ছে চিত্রা দাস, ওরা দীক্ষিত আছেন। You want to feed the baby in behalf of Guru Maharaj, please? Hey, no, please, Prabhuji will feed the baby. Yeah, say Hamsa Prabhu will do that, representing Guru Maharaj, feed the baby. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Baby ke hold korun. Baby ke thik bhabe hold korun. Please hold the baby properly. Girls 5 months, boys 6 months. Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, now I will give the mic to our temple president, His Grace Hamsa Prabhu. But before I give, there are so many of Prabhupada disciples here, which Prabhupada Guru Maharaj is very eager to meet them and see them. So we have a last program, which after Guru Maharaj speaks, is that there is a cake. He wants all his god brother and Guru Maharaj to cut the cake together after the lecture. So please, everybody stay together. Well, I give Hamsa Prabhu. He will also announce each of Guru Maharaj's god brother by name, and there are devotees who will give them the garlands. Please, devotees, be set to offer the garlands as Hamsa Prabhu actually announces the name. But before I give, I want to say this. Even though Guru Maharaj enduring physically, but spiritually and mentally, he's very powerful and very strong. As Prabhupada foresaw that giving the name Jayapataka, which means wherever he goes, he establishes the Hare Krishna as the victory flag. And today, Hari Bol! And today he has done that. And devotees all over the world are preaching. So, prediction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that every village, every city, every country, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra will be spread. And today, because of Prabhupada and his disciple, all the followers, this is all possible. So, Hare Krishna. Now I give microphone to Hamsa Prabhu. He will speak few words, then we will continue.
Who has the garlands?
The garlands are ready.
Very good. Okay, well, first of all, thank you, Maharaj, for coming to ISKCON, New York City after a long time. But now that you've come, you must come again. So can we... And Rath Yatra is June 11th. So we ask everyone to please help Maharaj make arrangements so that he can return again. And if necessary, we'll make all arrangements. And we have our God brothers here that have come to pay their respects to Maharaj. We have Chandrasekhar Maharaj, Haribo, Haribo. We have Bindu Madhava Prabhu standing in the back right there. We have Shivarati Prabhu. Oh, Hare Krishna. Where's Ananda? Ananda, I don't see you. You're lost. There he is. Ananda Prabhu.
Okay. Ananda Prabhu.
Right there. You have to take your hat off or wave it in the air. They don't know.
Please.
He's in disguise. Always helping us with our web design and set. Okay. Wait, where's our... There were more. Everybody's hiding. Upstairs? Uh-huh. Okay. Some people have... Yeah, where's Sarotama? I just saw him. Sarotama, where are you hiding, Sarotama? There he is. I knew he was there. Sarotama Prabhu. Sarotama Prabhu is my cook in Govinda's restaurant in 1978, 79, and 80. The first successful Govinda's restaurant in the U.S. Who else? Where is our other God brothers that were here? Okay, well, we're saving garlands for everyone that we don't see at the moment. But we want Maharaj to have time to speak. So please, everyone give your full attention. And where's Natta Bhargaranga, our expert, who is in charge of our video stream? We do have one other distinguished guest. We have from our Deputy Commissioner for the City of New York, Mr. Dilip Singh. Please give Dilip Singh garland. Dilip Singh works in the mayor's office, has helped us on many occasions, a very special guest. So please give him your blessings, Maharaj. Come, Dilip, come. Dilip is going to help us name Skirmorhorn Street Bhaktivedanta Swami Marg. Okay? So that's the plan. No more Skirmorhorn Street. Anything else? Anyone else? Okay, I think that's it also. I think it's time for Maharaj to speak.
Yeah, now we are eager to hear from His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj. So please, everybody, kindly do not make noise. Let him speak. And please, this is an opportunity. He has been a long time to this temple. Even though he comes every New York Rath Yatra, but he hasn't been to this temple, if I can remember, last time 2008. Since then, he hasn't been. So take this opportunity and hear all the nectar he has to offer about Prabhupada, about the movement. Hare Krishna. And thank you all for coming. Hare Krishna.
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta
Iti Namine
Namaste Saraswati Devi
Gauravani Pracharine
Nirdeshaya Sasannava
Paschatya Deshatarine
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Vivadi
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Hare Nama Krishna Govinda Govinda Ram
Srimadhusudan
Mukha Karoti Rajala
Angum Langayate Girim
Lakshmi Bhakta Anvande
Shri Gurum Dinatarinam
Harananda Madhavam
Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram
Hare Om Tatsat Hare Krishna Swami
Jai Kavichandra Swami.
Hello.
Haribol.
I heard you were here.
I heard you,
Came over to see you.
and I wanted to see you.
Radha Govinda were very dear to Srila Prabhupada.
Radha Govinda were very dear to Srila Prabhupada.
In fact, we heard later that he was thinking to have his samadhi in New York.
In fact, we heard later that he was thinking to have his samadhi in New York.
So, Radha Govinda in New York were so dear to him.
So Radha Govinda were so dear to him.
And we're very grateful to Bhakti Swami, Sesha Prabhu,
So we have so many people, Bhakti Charu Swami, Shesha Prabhu. I'm so grateful.
Lord Prabhu, and Hansarupa have worked hard to keep this temple.
So many devotees have worked hard to keep this temple.
I don't know, I heard. He applied to this Bhaktivedanta mark, or it's already approved.
I don't know, I heard, but they were going to call this Bhaktivedanta mark? Bhaktivedanta Swami mark.
Approved, or it's something that we're trying for.
Is it approved or is it something that you need time for? It's something that Dilip is going to help us for. Is what we're saying.
So, I'm very glad also to see, in addition to Radha Govinda, the small Murti of Radha Govinda and Lord Chaitanya.
So I'm also very glad to see, along with Radha Govinda, the small Utsava Murti of Radha Govinda and Lord Chaitanya.
Actually, in different yugas, different avatars came.
Actually, in different yugas and in different avatars,
And each avatar had his own mood.
Each avatar had his own mood.
But then in this Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya came,
But in this Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya came
and he has his mood.
and he has his mood.
Now, his mood is mercy.
It's all the devotees' mercy.
We know that in Kali Yuga, it's not the best time for spiritual life.
So Mahaprabhu's mood was mercy.
We know that during Kali Yuga, it's not the best time for spiritual progress.
We know that the Kali Yuga is not the best time for spiritual progress.
And in other yugas, different avatars came and they had their lila.
In the other yugas, different avatars came and they had their Leela.
But you see, in each of the previous yugas, you had meditation, home yoga, temple worship.
In each of the different yugas, we had meditation, yagyas, temple worship.
But Lord Chaitanya, he taught us that we can achieve success, whether grihastha or whether a sannyasi, by chanting Hare Krishna.
But Lord Chaitanya taught us that we can achieve success, whether grihastha or a sannyasi, by chanting Hare Krishna.
And in a sense, Lajjandas Thakur said that Sabe Avatara Sarasuni Mani Keval Ananda Kanda.
Lochana Das Thakur said, Sabha Avatara Sarashi Romani, Kevala Ananda Kanda.
That Lord Chaitanya gave a system which is simply blissful.
That Lord Chaitanya gave a system that is simply blissful.
And chanting Hare Krishna, dancing, feasting on prasada.
Chanting Hare Krishna, dancing, and feasting of prasadam.
In 1968, I flew from San Francisco to New York.
In 1968, I flew from San Francisco to New York
And then to Montreal.
and then to Montreal.
I saw all the temples in ISKCON.
I saw all the temples in ISKCON.
1968.
Sorry.
There were only three.
There were only 3 temples.
Now it's not so easy. Now it's not so easy.
Now it's not so easy.
800 or something temples.
800 or something temples.
Maybe Kali Chandra Maharaj is doing it, I don't know.
Maybe Kavichandra Maharaj knows it. I'm not sure. I don't know. How many temples?
Actually, there was a place, Henry Street,
Actually,
New
there,
York.
actually, there was a place. What street, Guru Maharaj? Henry Street.
And I took second initiation there.
I took second initiation there.
I had my first initiation in Montreal
I had my first initiation in Montreal
and second in New York.
and second in New York.
I came to the Rath Yatra several times,
I came to the Rath Yatra several times,
and I see Bindu Madhav leading the Rath Yatra,
and I see Bindu Madhava in the Rath Yatra.
and somewhat attractive. In the first weekend of June, they have the Panihati Festival, And then the second, they had New York Rath Yatra.
So in the first weekend, they have the Panihati festival. And in June, they have the Rath Yatra.
So let's see if I can attend both.
Let's see if I can attend both.
I didn't expect to see so many devotees
I didn't expect to see so many devotees
here on a Wednesday.
on a Wednesday.
I'm very glad that they all came here and are worshiping Radha Govinda.
I'm very glad that you all came here and worshipping Radha Govinda.
Unfortunately, tonight, our flight going back to Dubai and then to my airport.
Unfortunately, tonight I fly and I go back to Dubai and then to Mayapur.
So, I was asked, sent a letter from Hasarva Prabhu requesting me to come to the temple.
I was asked to sign a letter from Hansadutta Prabhu to be able to come. I got a letter from Hansadutta Prabhu to come to the temple.
So, I don't get many written invitations.
I don't get many written invitations.
So, when he wrote, I had to consider.
So when he wrote, I had to consider.
Lord Chaitanya, he had his transcendental pastime.
So Lord Chaitanya, he had his transcendental pastimes.
When Chandkazi broke Mridrangas,
Chandkazi broke mridangas.
he told all the devotees that no one will stop a Sankirtan movement.
He told all the devotees that no one will stop the Sankirtan movement.
And then he formed 4 parties.
And he organized 4 parties.
One led by Srivas,
One led by Srivas,
one by Advaita Gosai,
one by Advaita Ghoshai,
and one by Haridas Thakur.
and one by Haridas Thakur.
And then he, accompanied by Lord Nityananda and Radha Prabhu, led the 4th.
And then he, accompanied by Lord Nityananda and Gadadhar Prabhu, led the 4th.
Because Sachinanda had requested Gadadhar and Nityananda see that Lord Chaitanya doesn't crash on the ground.
Because Sachimata requested that Lord Gadadhar sees that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does not crash on the ground.
One was on each side, and Lord Chaitanya was dancing.
And so Lord Chaitanya was dancing.
The sound went over the whole universe.
Song went over the whole universe.
Actually, millions of people joined in.
I see millions of people chanting.
And in the day, by the day, they came down to see.
And Indradev and Vayudev came down to see.
When they saw Lord Chaitanya dancing and crying,
And they saw Lord Chaitanya dancing and crying.
They fainted
And they fainted
to see the Supreme Person of Godhead in ecstasy crying.
to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead in ecstasy crying.
When they came conscious, they took human forms and joined the Kirtan.
When they gained consciousness, they took human forms and joined the Sankirtan movement.
Some atheists were watching the Kirtan.
Some atheists were watching the Kirtan.
When they saw Lord Chaitanya chanting and dancing,
And when they saw Lord Chaitanya chanting and dancing,
they became ecstatic themselves.
they became ecstatic themselves.
They started rolling on the ground and chanting. And
They started rolling on the ground and chanting.
this was amazing kirtan.
This was an amazing Kirtan.
Just like Lord Krishna, he had the Kurukshetra war with so many Akshayani soldiers.
So it was like Lord Krishna in the Kurukshetra war with so many Akshayani soldiers.
This kirtan, organized by Lord Chaitanya, was something indescribable.
This Kirtan ordained by Lord Chaitanya was something indescribable.
Apsaras, angels from the heavenly planets, they throw down flowers and little conch shells, goody.
Apsaras and angels from the heavenly planets, they threw down flowers and little conch shells.
Kirtan went on like a kalpa, day of Brahma.
Sorry, Kumar.
Kirtan went on for a day of Brahma.
Kirtan went on for a kalpa, a day of Brahma.
But, by the outward calculation, which is one day, one night.
The outward calculation is one day or one night.
Then when the Chandhaji heard the kirtan, he said, "What is that? Hindu wedding?" Tell them to be quiet.
So when Chandkasi saw the Kirtan, he said, "What is there, a Hindu wedding?"
And the soldiers went out. When they saw so many hundreds and thousands, millions of people chanting,
So the soldiers, when they saw so many hundreds and thousands, millions of people chanting,
and they got frightened.
they got frightened.
They tore off the turban,
They threw down the turban,
they hid their beards,
they hid their beards,
they started chanting.
they started chanting.
Yeah. And the rest, see.
The rest, is easy.
So, Prabhupada was saying how in that one ecstatic kirtan they had New York.
So Prabhupada was saying how in one ecstatic Kirtan that they had in New York,
Narad Muni came and he was laughing.
that Narad Muni came and he was laughing.
How all the Vachas, Yavanas, how they were all chanting.
How all the Mlechas and Yavanas were chanting.
So, this New York City is famous in the world.
So this New York City is famous in the world.
A different fame for devotees.
But it has a different fame for devotees.
And so I'm very grateful that Radha Govinda is so nicely worshipped.
And so I'm very grateful that Radha Govinda are so nicely.
I didn't expect the other cake.
I didn't expect to have a cake.
If I knew there was another person, I could have my secretary get out the slokas.
If I knew there was an annaprashan, I would have my secretary to read the shlokas.
All the for girls, it's 5th month or 7th month.
For the girls, it's the 5th month or the 7th month.
And for boys, it's 6th month or 8th month.
And for the boys, it's the 6th month or the 8th month.
All the 5 times mantra to each of the heirs.
So we offer 5 mantras for the earth. Yeah.
Over the fire of digestion.
And offer the fire of digestion.
Om.
Om
Pranaya Swaha.
Pranaya Swaha.
Into the 5 heirs.
The 5 airs.
Everything was going on very spontaneously.
But this was very spontaneous.
Anyway, I'm very grateful for coming here to the temple.
Anyway, I'm very grateful for coming here to the temple.
I saw how Bhakti Swami came and spoke,
I saw how Bhakti Charu Swami came and spoke.
how the town hall program was held at Seshan, Prabhu.
How the town hall program was held with Shesha and Pragosh Prabhus.
I'm very glad that we have the temple.
I'm very glad that we have the temple.
I think we can all donate some money and get the lift repaired.
Sorry, Guru Maharaj, can you repeat that?
Donate some money to get the lift elevator.
So we have the little money.
Well, it's not repaired yet.
Yeah, to get an elevator.
We have an elevator.
Oh, we have an elevator,
Doesn't work.
but it doesn't work.
So, anyway, we have a hotel next door. I'm staying there.
So we have a hotel next door and I'm staying there.
And so I'm very grateful to see all you nice devotees.
So I'm very grateful to see all of you nice devotees.
This stick is Jagannath Puri remnant,
So this stick is a Jagannath Puri remnant.
and just to protect it, we wrapped it in silver.
And just to protect it, we've wrapped it in silver.
So he flew in from Dubai. He's going to help me get back to Dubai.
So he flew in from Dubai to help me get back to Dubai.
Do you want to say something?
Do you want to say
Chandra
something,
Swami?
Kavichandra Swami Maharaj?
Hare Krishna. Jayapataka Swami ki jai. I've known Jayapataka Swami for many years. There was a few years when we were the only sannyasis on the Navadvip Parikrama. So it's very nice. Now so many go, but so I remember when we first went to Mayapur, I went in 75. He was the Prikamacharya. He knew everything about Mayapur. He went out every day on the bus. He's the only one. And so, but he's always been very fatherly or big brotherly for me. I never had a big brother in my life, but he's very tolerant and encouraging me to carry on. So I've always appreciated that. And how Krishna obviously, is empowering him so much to stay with us in spite of, to show us, because we'll get a little headache or, a bad knee or something and want to give up. But he's showing us we should not worry what kind of condition the body is in. We should just preach the glories of the holy name. This is something he's been pushing and pushing with the GBC. I remember he said one day that the COVID will never go away until everyone in the world is chanting the Maha Mantra. And we have to, encourage everybody to chant, whether it's the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra or the name of God, whatever name they have in their sampradaya or their religion, their language. But chant the name of God. This is what everybody has to do. And Srila Prabhupada, he always talked how Hare Krishna would take over the world or become very influential. And Ramaswara Prabhu asked him, how will that happen? And he said, will it be a revolution, or will there be like so many devotees they'll elect presidents? Or he had different ideas how it might happen. Prabhupada said, no, that's not how it will happen. He said, by the Sankirtan, the more and more that people are chanting and distributing the books, the atmosphere of the planet will change. And then automatically, people will demand or somehow or other, whether they're Jewish or Hebrew or Christian or Muslim or atheist, whatever they are, they will want proper government, proper leadership. And then so right now is Lord Chaitanya's golden age. Officially, according to the Puranas or whatever, it only started like, I think, 1986 in the 500th anniversary of Lord Chaitanya. And so it's very in the beginning. So there's a lot of chaos. The Kali is very worried, what's happening. So many people are chanting Hare Krishna, doing, what he can to stop it by, making more and more nonsense available. But we have very fortunate, powerful acharyas have come, Prabhupada empowered, to have compassion help us so that we can spread the holy name, so that everyone in the world will be chanting the name of God. It's not like everybody's chanting something, they don't know. So we have to make it available. We have to be getting out. We have to talk about it. We have to chant ourselves, of course. Chant at home, chant in the streets, chant wherever you can. Don't just wait for, some special guest to come to the temple. Get out and chant. So I'm happy to see him. I wanted to go to Mayapur this year, just didn't make it for whatever reason. Now they're opening up, so I'm going to try to get there. Visas are available now for India and everything. So, but here in New York, please give us your blessings that, we can push on. Prabhupada said it was very important. And everything started here. Prabhupada, he spent a little time in Pennsylvania, but he came to New York. And he was here for a few years, starting with nothing. no money, no friends, no followers. Nobody ever heard of Krishna practically. All they had was Srimad Bhagavatam. A few people had heard of the Bhagavad Gita, but Srimad Bhagavatam, nobody ever heard of that. But that he made his living by promoting that and chanting the holy name. And somehow we got 26 Second Avenue, we still go there. And like he said, there were 3 temples. And he went to India and then Mayapur got started, different things. Now we can't keep up, It's like Lord Brahma said, people think they know Krishna, but he said, I don't think you even know yourself, because even if you know yourself, Krishna, you get bigger and better in the meantime. So you can't keep up. So the same thing, we can't really, we're always hearing about big new temples starting, but there's so many small ones. How many of you have temple in your home, right? In Dubai, many devotees have home altars that are much better than a lot of temples. And many places like that. And Lord Jagannath is everywhere, and Gaura is everywhere. So there's thousands of temples. And wherever devotees get together and chant the holy name, that's where Krishna is, that's the temple. So that's, Prabhupada wanted a temple in every heart, not only in every home, everywhere. But we need these big ones so that people can come and learn. So we want to be ready to teach people. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And please read Chaitanya Charitamrita. If you don't have it, we have it available here in several languages. And please get one. I was just in El Paso and Gaur Purnima. I said, how many have the Chaitanya Charitamrita set? I think everybody in the room raised their hand. I said, how many have read it?
How many people have a Chaitanya Charitamrita?
Then it was
and everyone in the room raised their hand.
not more than 10 people. Kind of the room became quiet, But the books are for reading, so read them. Indra Maharaj had a festival in El Paso. Read it. If you don't have it, buy it. And if you have it, read it. And that way we will... This ISKCON is just a continuation of Chaitanya's pastimes. We're doing the same thing. Dancing, chanting, Ratha Yatra, reading the Bhagavatam, taking prasadam, especially, right? So thank you all very much. Thank you, Jayapataka Maharaj, for coming. I'm sorry I was ready at the 12 o'clock and ready to come down, and I found out
I saw Dhamma.
and I got caught up. All right, Hare Krishna.
I saw Dhamma and tonight.
And your disciple here, Natabar Gauranga, he is holding this place together and holding the Ram Roy together. I give him a lot of credit. Please give Ram Roy special blessings to carry on, because he's the one that has really kept the New York Temple in existence for all these years. 10 years. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Holy Chandra Maharaj reminded me of a skit in tonight.
Kavichandra Maharaj reminds me of
A skit,
a skit,
short play.
a short play.
One girl was playing Yamaraj.
One girl was playing Yamaraj.
She had a mustache,
She had a mustache,
and two children were playing Yamadutas.
And two children were playing Yamadutas.
The Yamadutas were complaining.
The Yamadutas were complaining.
We devotees have Jagannath in their house.
We devotees have Jagannath in the house.
These devotees.
These devotees have Jagannath in the house.
They read Bhagavatam,
They read Bhagavatam,
Gita.
the Gita.
They chant Hare Krishna.
They chant Hare Krishna.
We can't touch them. We can't take them to hell.
We can't touch them. We can't do anything to them.
Straight out.
Yeah.
So then maybe we should get a different job. Or we can't do anything with these devotees.
We can't do anything to these devotees.
What should we do?
What should we do?
So, in the houses, I see on Zoom. And now in India, we have about 1,500 cases a day.
In India, we have about 1,500 cases a day.
In America, they have 33,000.
In America, they have 33,000.
So, you beat us.
So they beat us.
So, somehow or another, we get everybody to have DD, Bhagavatam, etc. in their house.
So somehow we were able to have DDs, Bhagavatam, etc. in the house.
And then the Grihastas becomes hands off by Yamadutas.
Then the Grihastas have the hands off from the Yamadutas.
So Maharaj was mentioning.
So Maharaj was mentioning,
So I just reminded me.
very much.
And that reminded me. How
That reminded me,
and I saw I'm supposed to cut the cake.
are we supposed to cut the cake?
I'd like to request all my disciples, and every devotee for that matter, please serve Radha Govinda and try to help to see that they're well taken care of.
I'd like to request all my disciples and all the devotees for that matter to serve Radha Govinda and see if they're well taken care of.
হরে কৃষ্ণ, এটা আমি বাংলায় বলবো, যারা বাঙালি তারা বুঝতে পারেনি। গুরু মহারাজ এটা ওনার শিষ্যদেরকে বিশেষ করে অনুরোধ করেছেন যে উনি চাইছেন ওনারা শিষ্যরা শ্রী শ্রী রাধা গোবিন্দজিকে ভালোভাবে সেবা করে যেন, এটা ওনার ইচ্ছা। হরে কৃষ্ণ। Okay, now the next thing would be, someone please get the cake, and what Guru Maharaj wants is to cut the cake with his godbrothers. In meantime, make the path in between. I request His Holiness Chandrasekhar Maharaj and His Holiness Kavichandra Maharaj to go and light the lamp in front of Prabhupada for the good health and long life for His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj. Please make the path in between. Meantime, the cake come. Okay, some devotees, please help. Everybody else stay seated. Everybody stay seated. Please stay seated. Only Maharaj will go there, Chandrasekhar Swami and Kavichandra Maharaj will light the lamp in front of Prabhupada. What I want to say is, Guru serves disciple by accepting them as the disciple, initiating them, and Gurudev takes vow in front of Prabhupada and Krishna that he will deliver the disciple to go back home, back to Godhead. But it is the disciple's duty to follow also, to follow the instruction of Gurudev, and thus that we can go back home, back to Goddess. So when we don't follow our sadhana, then Guru takes the karma and the suffer. So we can make this better by all the disciples following it very strictly. So please, everybody, the disciple, all chant your 16 round and follow the sadhana. Hare Krishna.
Come to line, yeah. Line, please, line. Take a line, please.
এইটা এখন কেক কাটবে না 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 এইটা কে করলো এটা এই গৌরকৃষ্ণ প্রভু লাইন এইখানে কেক কাটবে কখন এটা কে করবে কে করেছে এটা এটা বিশৃঙ্খলা হয়ে গেছে না কেক কাটবে আগে না কিন্তু না তাহলে কন্ট্রোল করতে পারবে না সবাই আসলে এখানে 1 ঘন্টা 1.5 ঘন্টা লেগে যাবে প্রভুপাদের গড ব্রাদাররা আছে না প্লিজ
শুরু করে দিল
Okay. We want to take Guru Maharaj ke Prabhupada samne. Oh. Okay, please everybody. Guru Maharaj ke Prabhupada. Oh. Okay. Please. Guru Maharaj ke Prabhupada. Please. Please, Rasta. Yeah, please make the space. And please, everybody who will come near Guru Maharaj, please not worry the Maharaj. Please worry the Maharaj. Prabhupada Godfather, please. Okay, Mataji, Maharaj has to go front. Maharaj has to go front. আর সবাই সরে যান আগে প্রভুপাদের শিষ্যরা সামনে যাবে সবাই যারা সামনে দরকার নেই একটু পিছিয়ে যান পিছিয়ে যান পিছিয়ে যান ওকে Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Maharaj, Maharaj. Prasadam, please. Everybody also prasadam downstairs. Huh? Pore. Prasadam, সবাই প্রসাদ নিয়ে যাবেন প্রসাদ হচ্ছে নিচে Yeah. সবাই প্রসাদ নিয়ে যাবেন Time for Prasadam, please, downstairs, everybody.
I didn't get any text this morning. Where is her
We
now?
sent the text out. Something must be wrong with your phone then. Fulton Street.
Fulton Street. Because I don't get some nights like last week. I think a couple of days ago I got it at 6:19 or something like that in the evening. One day I got it like 8:25. So I'm not sure how that
It
is
must
that.
something. We send it out like first thing in the morning, like
Yeah,
after
I
Mangal Arti.
didn't get it. Anyway, at Fulton Street.
Fulton Street.